Well, as y'all can see, we're out here camped off. You know, up under the little shelter that we made.
I think it's pretty good, man.
I think it's pretty good. I mean, it ain't too warm, but
it ain't warm at all. It ain't even too warm. It ain't even. It ain't even one warm.
He thought it ain't even too warm. It ain't even zero warm.
Yeah, zero warm. No one, no too warm.
No, none of that. It's just not warm at all.
But
you feel me?
It is dry.
That's right. No rain can get on our heads and stuff like that. You feel me? Boy, my hands cold, oh y'all.
And we're safe from predators.
We got to figure out how we gonna get some heat going on though.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I want to start a fire, but I don't want to like have smoke. Like, so we're like downtown in an area, and like near warehouses and stuff like that. So I don't want to bring a lot of attention with smoke, but tonight you can't see smoke at night. So tonight we'll light a fire.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because you can't see smoke.
I agree with this guy. He tends to know a lot about outside, you know, and camping and stuff like that during his Boy Scout days.
I have done some camping.
Being that I haven't done any, you know, I'm kind of lost when it comes into, you know, these nature situations and trying to, you know, build things up. I try to find some other shelter, like run into somebody's house or sing for a female or something like that, see if she'll let me in. But look, this guy knows.
See, that never paid off for me.
Okay.
Well, now I did sing for my wife. When I proposed to my wife, I wrote her a song and I sang to her.
Oh man, that was nice and sweet, man. My type of guy right there. I'm telling you, that's my type of stuff right there. You sing for them, sweep them off their feet, and then you be their knight in shining armor. That's what happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, say no
something
more.
Like that.
I like that.
And we lived happily ever after.
Oh, but I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. This whole trip has got me kind of discombobulated. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I'm cold. It's bothering my mind very bad, and I don't want to let Mr. Brian know that. So I've been being kind of quiet. But y'all is getting to me now.
He's going to get into his hot thoughts.
I'm gonna listen to that, but I'm telling you, my hands are like icicles.
Can they see this on the screen?
I think they can. What?
It is cold.
You see that? Yeah, it's very cold. It would almost look like smoke, and seems like you can see it. Yeah, they can see it, and considering the fact he just was talking about smoke and all that type of stuff, burning stuff, and not having, you know, people be, you know, all into our business and stuff like that, knowing where we at. Lord, I'm telling you, I'm getting kind of discouraged. I think I need a smoke. You feel me? Look, he don't want to hear that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know,
I'm gonna help him out with that.
He gonna try to. He gonna. You know what, y'all? He's gonna have to help me out, because I'm telling you now. Good God.
I've been there.
You've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I have been there, and I'm no longer there. So
You've been there.
If I've been there and I'm no longer there, then I can help you get from there.
Where is there? Where have you been? Talk to me. What was there?
Well, I got 11 years victory over my addiction, and my addiction was to everything. Everything. I mean, like anything that would make me feel
all drugs,
different. Yeah,
and marijuana.
Well, all drugs.
All drugs and marijuana.
No, all drugs.
Yeah, no, and marijuana.
I was addicted to anything that would make me feel different than how I felt.
Trying to escape reality.
Oh yeah.
Well, on that note, I'm glad we're talking about that now. I didn't plan it like this, but I mean, and it's crazy that you guys are sitting over there too listening. Y'all know me, I'm transparent as I could be in real time. And I really admire the fact that this guy has, with the help of God, used his own power to get himself off of the strongholds of the addiction of drugs. I've only seen a few people in my life that was able to successfully pull something like that off. I mean, a lot of people say they do it, but they be lying, and they still do it behind your back and stuff like that. But I trust this man, and I know that he's telling me the truth, and a few other little people that I've seen do it, so I can take advice from him about addictions any day. Because who better to get advice from than somebody who's already traveled down the road where you're trying to go. All right? So now, on that note, we know that he's dealt with and still dealing with addiction or whatever. And you've been, how long now you've been
11 years, and I'd say I'm not, in terms of dealing with it, I don't like deal with it.
Because you've overcame that now.
Right, yeah.
It's behind you.
Right.
Well, y'all heard that firsthand from the guy right here who got addictions and stuff like that all under a wrap. He got it all figured out, right? So,
well, and I would say now to say that you got it all under wrap, I think that would be pride cometh before a fall and a haughty spirit before destruction. So I wouldn't want to say that I got it all figured out in terms of, I couldn't find myself in a vulnerable position, but I know that with my relationship with the Lord, that He helps to keep me from that situation. So you see what I'm saying? So to say, oh, I beat it, or I'm stronger than that, or that's not me anymore, all that kind of talk.
That's egotistical. That's your ego getting in there.
That's a lot of you,
ego,
and not him.
Big you.
And when I say him, I'm talking about capital H him. So that's
okay.
When you just set up for failure if that's the case. It's not like when I got closer to the Lord, my desire for drugs became less and then became no more. So it's not as much as what I did as it is what He did in me. Does that make sense?
It makes a whole lot of sense, man. It makes a whole lot of sense.
They told me when I went to these addiction places, they were like, you're always going to have to fight addiction. You're always going to want to use. And you're going to have to do these things in order to not use.
But that wasn't true, though. You're not always fighting, are you?
Nah, because if that was the case, I'd be...
it would probably beat you.
Yeah, it would definitely be. Yeah, if I had to fight the desire to use drugs every day, it would beat me.
It would beat you.
Yeah.
On that note, I was telling you that something would transpire where I might need you, right? And I just knew that it would happen. Because, I don't consider weed being a drug. I don't figure weed a bad thing, a bad substance. But when you don't have your priorities straight or intact, and then you're out trying to entertain yourself with weed and things of that nature, you're just going backwards. I think you got to put the horse before the carriage if you really want to go somewhere. That's how it's designed. You don't put the carriage before the horse. Well, I've been going through some things when it comes to marijuana, and I'm actually trying to dump it.
Jacket on you, man. Cold.
Well, no, I'm all right. This right here is kind of warm. My hands are freezing,
Where
brother.
are those gloves at?
Yeah. Oh, they in my pocket. You right. I forgot I got gloves. All right, y'all.
I help my man
You
out
feel me?
with
He
some
helped me out. He have
gloves.
to remind me every now and again. And he the one who got me the gloves. That is right. So let me get my gloves wherever I got them at.
Because I was thinking if you weren't going to wear them, I was. That's why I was wondering where they
I
were.
zip my gloves up in my pocket. Oh, I zipped them up, huh? Yeah, let me go on and get these and put them on, right? But who better to give me advice about this, situation here than this guy right here, y'all. So I just was asking him because I know he got that well figured out. He got that figured out. So I need for you to help me figure this thing out, man.
All right.
Marijuana, y'all know, I've been dealing with this ever since I had a YouTube channel. I haven't hid this from y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm very transparent about me being homeless. Very transparent about me not having money, hence the name kNOW no cash. Very transparent about my adversities in life. And also I've been very transparent about showing y'all that I smoke or indulge with marijuana. But I've been having thoughts lately to try to get this out of my life, at least for a good enough time span that I can get my priorities intact. And it's been kind of hard for me, man. So, I mean, I said to myself, you probably wouldn't want me to do this. I thought this all up. You know what I'm saying? I told the other guys a little something about it. But I'm going to do it just because I want to end this chapter in my life, right? This is going to be my last blunt this year. I wanted to kind of like do it with you, somebody who's dealing with it. When I say this year, I mean it because I don't know, it's not forever. It's not like me, I'm quitting because weed got me all down. And it's not that. It's that I need to quit this for a long enough time to get the other things in my life in perspective and get my priorities straight. And it's been kind of hard. I've been kind of running to this to help me get my priorities straight.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So what better time than to kind of, talk to you about this situation and hear what you have to say about some of the things that you've done to pull away from the things that you liked about the drugs that you indulge in. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not just saying this or doing this for no video purposes, because I do this when the video ain't on. I don't have to show nobody this. Him, neither, y'all. I do this for me and my nerves. And really, I'm about to do this now for my nerves because I'm kind of worked up out here in cold and stuff and all this. And I ain't going to be doing this every day. I only got enough to roll one. I'm just going to tell you now. And I'm going to be here with him for a week. I figured if I'm going to be without marijuana for a week doing an experiment, then why can't I do it 4 weeks for myself? Or multiple weeks for the betterment of my situation. Why can't I? And I figured it out. If I can do this and get through this for a week, then I can do it for 2. And if I can do it for 2 weeks, I can do it for a month. And if I can do it for 1 month, I can do it for 12. You think?
Well, I mean, you can, but you're going to have to, for me, I would say that you would have to get some assistance to do it. Now, there's things that I do. Like, one, I don't judge people. I'm not judging you. You smoke weed, you smoke weed. One of the things that I do is I don't put myself in a position where I'm going to be around drugs. You know what I mean?
I got you. Now that's what I know. And see, being your friend, like the other night, when we rode past the roadblock, I know you was thinking that, like, maybe do he? Because I was an ex-drug dealer. But I don't deal with drugs and having them in my possession either. If I was going to smoke some marijuana, it would be in the privacy of my own home or someplace with me and my people, whoever I'm with. I'm not trying to put myself in no crazy situation to smoke no weed. But even more so than that.
Well, see, even like this, and
Okay.
just to be for real, I'm not, like I told you, I'm not trying to change you. I'm trying to be a light.
Or influence me.
Right,
I
or
do want you to
influence,
influence me.
right,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
But like for me and my record and stuff like that, I'll let you smoke your weed, but I ain't gonna be around when you smoke your weed. You know what I'm saying?
Anybody. You say anybody.
Because yes, if someone walks up right now, then it ain't you smoking weed or rolling
It's
a blunt.
their smoke.
It's us.
Guilty by association. I get you. I got you, brother. I
yeah.
got you. I understand exactly what you're saying, because it's like that in the streets. Like, I have to be careful with certain people who I ride with now, with my record. Because let's just say I catch a ride with somebody. They genuinely was giving me a ride. Police pull us over.
Yeah,
Find something in the car, right? Nobody claims it.
No, it's y'all's.
No. Who's it? They don't got records. I got 4 felonies when they call it in.
Yeah.
Who's is likely to be?
Right, yeah. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scoot out, let you smoke, and then come back in, and then we'll talk about it.
No, I'll do you a favor.
No, you go.
And I'm gonna scoot out and I'll smoke, and then I'll come back in, and then we'll talk about it. I don't want you
the last
uncomfortable.
one.
Yeah. This is
last
my
one.
last one here, y'all. I had to do it on camera to document it because I planned this all up. I knew he wasn't gonna be all for it, and if I probably told him about it ahead of time, he probably would say, "Nah, brother, don't do that," because I know he's a good guy, good God-fearing man, family man. He's all about, an upright brother. Ever since I met him, he ain't show me nothing flaw about him, nothing negative or anything. But I wanted to show him this in real time because, like I told y'all, who else better to give me advice than somebody who's dealt with addictions? And I'm gonna be out here with him for a week. We've learned each other's things about each other's families, adversities, ups and downs, and he know that I indulge in weed, but he didn't know that I was having thoughts of kind of like doing away with it. So I felt like this is a good time.
Which I was hoping that you were,
Okay.
But I wasn't impressing that upon you. That's something that you gotta. I tell people all the time. I can help anyone who wants to stop, but you gotta want to stop
Yourself.
Right.
And see, I know I do.
Yeah.
Having the power to stop and wanting to stop is 2 different things. I want to stop.
Yeah, but you gotta have the power, but you gotta tap into the power.
That's right. Or you got to listen to somebody tell you how they tapped into the power.
Right.
Like you've been down that road. I might not know where my power source is at until you point them out to me. You see what I'm saying?
fine.
But
I'm gonna let you roll it up. That way, if somebody comes and you get, somebody's got to bail the other person out.
the difference is I'm gonna claim mine. When they come, I'm gonna say this is mine. And guess what? They're not gonna give us no jail for no weed. They'll give us a ticket.
But I ain't.
They give me a ticket. They ain't what you know. You don't want. Hey, listen, that ain't something he got to figure out. He know what time. You know you ain't gonna be dealing with it, huh? But just let y'all know, I don't hold no punches with who I am and what I am. I keep it real in real time. And a little bit of times that y'all seen me deal with marijuana on my channel, I did that for a reason, because if I did it, I stand behind what I do, and I don't want to hide, you know, and try to act like I'm bigger than what I am, or that I'm something that I'm not. But the same way I smoked it in front of y'all, I also want to show y'all that I kick the habit in front of y'all, or that I can this don't have control over me the way that controlled substances have over people. I got to prove that to me first. So I really can care less how other people think, unless you are a recovering addict that can possibly give me some good advice.
So after No Cash does his piece, I'm gonna help him out this week. I'm gonna be there for you.
You heard what my man said, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix my little thing on up, and I might just sit in here and talk to y'all a little bit, since he said he gonna get on out anyway. I was gonna let him be comfortable, but I'm gonna go ahead in here and have this one last thing here with myself and with y'all, and he gonna come back in and sum it all up for us. But I'm gonna tell you something, my nerves bad. These are all the excuses I use to smoke. Boy, my nerves bad. I'm stressed out. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no place to stay. It's a good way to escape reality. You feel me? These are all the excuses that we like to make. But today I ain't gonna have no more excuses. I'm trying to put this thing behind me and show myself that I can muster up the self-discipline. I can sacrifice this marijuana because I know that I want other things more than I want to be high. I like getting high off of marijuana. Let's just make that clear. I don't do no other drugs. But I know now that I got things that are more important that I need to be paying attention to. And sometimes when you're dealing with drugs or controlled substances, you tend to put all your attention and focuses on that, or getting that, and not on what they need to be. And I'm just realizing that I gotta make a difference, a change in my life. You know, like I'm over 30 years old, and I've been dealing with marijuana ever since I've been a teenager, 12, 13 years old. I'm beginning to ask myself now, what else am I going to do with it that I ain't already doing with it? And if you keep doing the same thing, looking for different results, it's insanity. Well, now, I've been doing the same thing for a lot of years, but now I'm looking for different results. And I know that if I continue to do the same thing looking for different results, and that thing is not leading me to the results, that's insanity. So now I know what I gotta do when it comes to this marijuana, and that's give it the back seat. Let it take the back seat while I focus on what I got to do for me, my kids, and my grandson. Shouts out to my grandson Chosen, Mr. Jackson Nasir, aka Chosen. I'm gonna do this for myself first, but for my family, because I got to make better decisions, and I need to be a better example for them. So in real time, I'm doing this in front of y'all on this mission, because what he don't know is why I chose the day to be the last day for it is simply because the first of the year is March 17th. That's the first. Well, today, is March 12th. My last day of smoking, I calculated it, would have to be today if I'm going to quit 4 days before the new year. 4 is a very significant number for me. Ever since I started my movement, I will sing for food. You see that? Will sing for food, and it's the number 4. That number 4 is a very near and dear number to my heart, and it's actually 4 of them. Well, 3 of them, 4, 4, 4. And if you add those numbers up, they equal to 12. Right? Okay. And that's another whole video I can explain to y'all why that number is important to me. But 4 is very important to me. And so what I decided to do was, you can't just wake up tomorrow and think that everything is going to change. Like on New Year's, on normal New Year's, everybody on 31st, everybody thinks that they're going to wake up the next day and everything is going to magically be different. No, you kind of have to get yourself in the knack of the thing that you're expecting before the actual date. So 4 days before the new year, which is actually March 17th, I'm going to do away with this. Today is March 12th. 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th is 4 days before the 17th. I'll be actually done with it, turning over a new leaf for me in my life, new ideas, new expectations, new motivations, new inspirations, new influences in my life. And so it's out with the old, in with the new at a great time. Springtime, when you know things are growing, things are evolving, things are replenishing themselves. And I think it's a great time for us to do those things too. If you got any resolutions or things of that nature, make them before the 17th. I'm going to do mine 4 days before the 17th. Today is the last day that I will be able to indulge. It's only going to be one. I'm going to get my mind intact to be able to take this thing on real time and kick this habit. I won't say it's a bad habit, but it's one that's getting in the way of my progression and my productivity. And the devil is a liar. I got things that I got to get accomplished by any means. I will not put nothing before my family, nothing before my kids, nothing before my grands. And when I see something coming up in my life that's causing that to happen, I got to quickly put it in check. But for the time being, y'all, I kind of need this, man. I'm cold, discouraged. I don't know where we at. We're in the middle of someplace. We don't know where we at. We don't know nobody. Like I said, I'm cold. And I just want to calm myself down like how I normally calm myself down. And I can use that excuse today. But after today, I'm going to have to muster up some self-discipline, some willpower to sacrifice this thing right here. And I know that the greater the sacrifice, the greater the gain. And this is one of the last great sacrifices in my life. Once I do away with the marijuana usage, that's one of the last adversities that I'm faced with other than homelessness. And then I will be able to set out to, do something about my homelessness in a major way without the distractions of wondering where my next blunt is coming from, or spending my last little bit of money that I have on something to smoke, or getting the assistance from someone who's about to give me some marijuana to smoke. I could just say, maybe give me something else that could be of better use to me. Just to think better. That's all I'm saying. So y'all just bear with me. Keep me in your prayers so I can stay prayed up and really accomplish this thing that I'm setting out to accomplish here. I really hope I'm hoping Brian got some good advice to give me to help me along the way, because I'm really serious about this one, y'all. I really am. Well, now that we got that out of the way, let me kind of get this going in peace, get my nerves right. I ain't got no more to use as an excuse to get my nerves right, so I got to make sure this works. And Once I do away with this, y'all gonna see more videos. Y'all gonna see more of me being in my position, in my normal position of doing what I'm supposed to be doing for my fans and my followers. All of my cashiers and cashiers. I do it for y'all. So keep me prayed up. Keep me in a positive light. Stay optimistic. And, you know, send me emails. Hit me up on social media. Make sure I'm straight. Ask me questions. Am I still off of the weed? How am I doing? You know, I've been celibate now for over a year and a half. So if I can do that for a year and a half, I know that I can stop smoking marijuana for a year or so. All right? So, once again, it's the homie kNOWCASH. Trying to smoke in peace and get my mind right, because it's cold out here. And I'm lonely out here. But guess what? We're going to make it through the week. All right? Everything, where much is given, much is required. And I want much to be given to me. So I know it's going to be required much from me. And I'm willing to give it my best shot. Y'all see how Mr. Brian represent himself? Boy, that man ain't playing around. I thought I was going to be able to just do this and he was going to let me do it all around him or whatever and just say what he was going to say while he was around. No, that man got morals and standards by himself. He said, look here, I ain't judging you or nothing. You do what you do. But I ain't going to sit here up on here with you and do it. You know, I'll come back and I'll talk to you about it after you get done. You see, that's called having morals and standards. Yeah, he could have sat in here and not smoked and talked or whatever, but no, he got morals and standards about himself that he holding this up high. He's not going to stoop below those standards, and that's great. That's a great example that he's showing me, so that someday, you know, I got morals and standards as well about life, but it's certain things that when you're done with and you say you're done with them, you got to be all the way done with it. Conversations people have that you allow people to have with you, don't even conversate about it unless it's about the betterment or unless it's about you telling where you came from and how you came out of it. But don't provoke yourself. Don't tempt yourself. And that's one thing I just learned from him today before I even put the weed down. When I do put it down, don't tempt myself. Where they are indulging with these type things if I know that I'm against that, don't go. I ain't judging nobody that's doing it. Just I don't want my face in the place. How about it? Whew. This thing sure is doing the trick for me though right now though, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be kind of tight on the brother, but I'm gonna do this for myself first, for my family next, and third but not least, all of my cashiers and cashiers out there. We're going to get to the top, and we won't be a thing that I can say hindered me from getting there. That's why I'm doing away with it, so that I can put all I got into my music and all that I got into my careers and my endeavors. Because what I do know is everything that I ever wanted will be given unto me. I have the best life, health, wealth, success. I am prosperous in all of my endeavors. I'm building an empire to leave behind a legacy to take care of my family, immediate and extended. For generations and generations and generations to come, my cup will runneth over, and the overflow shall be for the homeless, less fortunate, and people on the peripheral, helping to push forward towards productivity and progression. Knowing that these things is coming to fruition for me, for my mother, father, Lord, God, source assured me that if I stay aligned with it, it will send me other blue dot alignments with resources to help me manifest my heart's desires with a righteous intent. Hallelujah, Yahweh, Kum fire kum. Kum fire kum. Kum fire kum. Be, and so it is. Oh man, this is about it, y'all. I love you, girl. I'm gonna miss you. It's my baby right here now. Y'all treat her well out there. Treat my baby right. Cause she like everybody now. But I'm her favorite. Daddy's her favorite. Love you, girl. I'm gonna miss her. I was just trying to cover up that cough. But I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss her. She know it. It's the last one. This year, I gotta do it. I can do it. I'll be back, baby. Y'all take care of my baby now while I'm gone. Cause I'll be gone to November. I'll be gone to November. Y'all hold her down, cause I'll be gone to November. I'll be gone to November. I'll be gone to November. Peace and love.